Previously on DC vs Vampires World War V, after killing the vampire queen, Batgirl, the vampire Damian Wayne avenged his father's death. So now, attention has raised in the vampire nation, and in this chaos, a shadowy figure appears in front of the vampire guards, Aquaman and Groot, and she is Granny Goodness, and she wants the vampires to deliver the miracle child that is supposed to end the vampire war and maintain peace all over the earth, and that child is Mr. Miracle and Bada's daughter. Miracle is also a vampire, and he tries his best to protect his daughter from the other vampires, but unfortunately, they get caught and seemingly killed by the vampires. All hope is lost. The truce between vampires and humans are totally broken. Barbara manages to survive with the help of Granny Goodness, and now the vampire nation has declared a war on the remaining humans and the heroes. Supergirl, Green Arrow, Black Canary, every single surviving heroes are trying their best to defeat the vampires, but the vampires' increasing number make the situation worse. Things are not looking good, but right at the time, Darkseid appears looking for his grandchild, Bada, and Miracle's daughter. But as Aquaman reveals that he killed them both, it drives him mad. Darkseid instantly kills Aquaman, and he declares an all-out war on both humans and vampires. The Earth belongs to him now, but along with this chaos, Alfred Pennyworth, who recently got the power ring and become the new Green Lantern, is struggling to control his power. And then he meets with a surviving Green Lantern in this vampire world, Guy Gardner, who got ripped in half by vampire Wonderwoman. But with his willpower, he managed to build all of his internal organs and all the necessary hormones to keep his brain alive. Basically, Guy is immortal, and he trains Alfred to learn his Green Lantern powers. So after defeating Wonder Woman in the second round, Alfred then goes to join the others and save the world from the vampire nation. But the situation is not looking good for both humans and vampires, as with the Parademons army, Darkseid is killing every single vampires, and he then proceeds to kill their vampire queen, Batgirl. But right at the time, Wonder Woman interferes. She tries to stop him with her lasso, but Darkseid easily breaks it and smashes her into the ground. The human survivors are able to escape the fight, but it seems there is still some hope left in this dying world, as it reveals Mr. Miracle and his little girl are still alive. They are kept in prison deep into the Atlantis, but now, as the vampires are getting slaughtered by the Darkseid's army and their numbers are decreasing, so the vampire queen Barbara thinks to join with the humans, as it is the only option left to get rid of Darkseid. And not only that, the humans are getting helped by the new gods who came to Earth to fight Darkseid and end his terror. So with Cyborg's own team, the new gods arrive on the Dinosaur Island, the only place which is much closer to Atlantis, to rescue Miracle and his daughter. But there, the entire Parademons army, along with Darkseid, attack the island, and before Cyborg and his team can get to Miracle, he escapes Atlantis with his daughter by stealing Cyborg's ship. Miracle doesn't care about this world, he only wants to keep his daughter safe. Welcome to Comicstube YouTube channel. In today's video, we will review Chapter 10 of DC vs Vampires World War V. You can get all the previous parts on this playlist. So if you guys are new here, please subscribe and turn on all the notifications to never miss any future uploads. Please like, comment and share. All the text and images are owned by its respected company. You can support them by purchasing it digitally or from any offline stores. The issue opens up in Metropolis. Miracle and his kid land there, looking for a place to hide. But before they could get the chance, he is visited by the vampires Ghostmaker and Raven. They are here to take Miracle with them. They do not want to kill him, but Miracle is not sure. And as he tries to back off, he meets Lobo and Steel. They tell him the Vampire Queen and Lois Lane want to talk with him. And hearing humans and vampires are friends now, Miracle seems worried, as he believes this is not going well. Meanwhile at Gotham City, Lantern Alfred and Batman Brass are making their way inside the Vampire Kingdom, which is currently overrun by the Parademons, and they are following the orders of Dead Man, which Alfred is carrying inside a dead children. And by clearing their ways, they arrive at Arkham Asylum and enter inside a secret lair, as Dead Man wants this to rescue a specific person who is kept in this prison before the vampire invasion, and it is Black Alice, who can use her abilities to steal powers from any magic users and make them as their own on a temporary basis. And it seems Constantine wants her to free himself from the afterlife. So after knowing each other, as they proceed to leave, Alice tells them she doesn't have any powers left. Meanwhile, at the human sanctuary, Miracle shows up and learns what happened. Darkseid's arrival to taking over this whole planet. The humans and vampires are working together to get rid of Darkseid, and they are getting helped by the new gods. But none of these convince Miracle to help them. He knows very well Darkseid won't listen to him. Orion tries to convince him to think for a minute. If Miracle talks with Darkseid, he can make him stop this war and save this planet. But Miracle simply refuses. He just wants to save his daughter, not risking her life to go back to Darkseid. And one by one, Supergirl, Lois Lane, they all try their best to convince Miracle. But he has made up his mind. He will leave this planet no matter what it takes. Outside the human base, Damian is approached by his grandpa Raz. He finally finds his kid after Damian left him with Alfred. Raz knows the boy doesn't like him, but right now he needs Damian to help them catch a vampire. Damian doesn't want to do it, but he has no choice left. A day later, Alice and Russ are waiting on a seashore, and while talking about the real Batman, they notice a boat. Damian has arrived with a captured vampire demon, Clarion, and their plan is to allow Alice to absorb his magic powers. They take Clarion in front of Alice, and she absorbs his power. But right after that, Damian stabs Clarion and kills him at the spot, as he gave her enough time to perform her ritual. The job is done, and suddenly, Alice gets a massive shock. She can't understand what just happened, and right in front of them, Dr. Fate, Spectre, the Psyche of Constantine, and Phantom Strange show up. Alice has brought them from the afterlife. On the other side, the humans and vampire take Miracle and they arrive at the Hall of Justice, which is taken over by Darkseid. They want to talk with him, but Kalibak stops them, informing the group they cannot enter. But before things escalate, Darkseid himself appears. Seeing Miracle alive, Darkseid is surprised but also irritated. But while the two groups are talking, Cyborg contacts one of the human survivor, Killer Moth, and informs him he is at the Dinosaur Island. Miracle stole his ship and left them stranded in the Atlantis. And then he gives him the bad news. The new gods, who are supposed to help the heroes, are now sided with Darkseid. They killed everyone on this island, and now they are trapping their friends to getting killed. Hearing this, Killer Moth then approaches Groot, tries to warn him about the situation, that the new gods set them up. But before they could warn everyone, it was too late. Darkseid orders his men and the new gods to kill everyone, and they engage in a brutal fight. Supergirl is pissed as Orion and his team betrayed them. The only chance against Darkseid is starting to fade away. So Orion says he saw what the vampires did to this entire world, so he cannot allow the infection to spread in the universe. He has to stop them at any cost. Even if he has to kill the humans, he will do it. While the fight is going on, Miracle appears in front of Darkseid. He finally agrees to join his father and return to Apocalypse. But in return, Darkseid has to leave this place. But the evil reminds him he lost that chance. He is now a vampire, a corrupted soul. There is no place for him in the Apocalypse. Miracle keeps trying to convince Darkseid to stop this war. But Darkseid has had enough and tells Miracle he knows his powers. Miracle can escape from any situation. But right now, there is no escaping. And right at that time, he squeezes Miracle with his bare hand. Miracle is dead, and now Darkseid has his daughter. Both humans and vampires are going to lose this war. And with this, the chapter 10 of DC vs Vampires World War V comes to a close. So which part you like the most? Please let me know on the comment section down below. And please like this video and do subscribe, as this will motivate me to make more contents. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.